Welcome to Tech Fever, Play Everything's weekly tech podcast where we talk about the tech news of the week from home theater to smart home to AI and robots with everything in between. Every episode we will give you our favorite tech picks of the week, best tech steals of the week, and if you want to get your question read live on air, go ahead and send it in to techfeverpodcast@gmail.com. I'm your host, Mike Doherty, and alongside me as always is Kevin Coello. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing pretty good. Real sleepy today.
Both of us are extremely tired. So
it's been a long work day.
That's going to make for a good Tech Fever episode.
I'm excited about it. Let's talk about some fucking cyborg guys. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I feel like the tech stuff we always talk about at the end of the show. I almost say we should probably do it in the beginning of the show. You know?
You want to go? You want to do that? Okay, I'll do whatever.
What new tech have you been playing with this week? And if you want to talk about it or review it, really,
it's still a little early because I've only had them for about a day and a half. But I got my Pixel Buds.
Hey,
real excited about it. One of the most exciting parts is when you want to sync it to your phone. You just open it up and you get a little pop-up on your Pixel phones that's like, oh, hey, are these Pixel Buds yours? And it's like, yeah, they are. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you mean with what AirPods do and have been doing before that?
I don't know shit about that.
Yeah. I mean, they just copying them, but it's cool. It's Google.
No,
it's just
no,
Google
I don't think so.
No.
They went wireless with this one. Look, there's no wire that connects them together. What a dumb thing that was for the Pixel Bud ones, you know?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Also, online, looking at them, I was like, oh, man, they look like they stick out of your ear a whole bunch. They don't. They sit really, really flush. I can show you.
They don't. They're not like the Bose Sound Sport ones.
Yeah, they look so dumb. Remember when you used those?
I like the quality of them, but yeah, they don't. Look at that. Little bitches in there. You can probably...
It's telling me right now in my ears that I don't have any notifications. I don't even have to look at my phone. Why does it do that? I don't know. I'm sure it's a feature I can turn on and off.
Yeah, it looks like you could for those of you who use earbuds while you sleep, that looks like one that you could sleep with them.
People do that?
Very easy. Yeah, I did that all the time. I did them with the Bose ones. That's dedication.
Those are massive.
Yeah.
You're not rolling around, knocking stuff into your brain?
No, I mean, you roll around. It doesn't get in your brain. It usually falls out. It's usually by my belly by the time I wake up. So I get in my belly.
That's a weird place. Like in your belly button?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I think it's because it likes to listen. But
but so far, they're really comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
The controls, I'm still trying to learn. There's a little manual. I'm sure that it tells you what to do and how to press it. But and there was actually, when you install them, they walks you through some shit that I was just like, skip. But so now it's like, oh, okay, if I double tap it, it'll start playing whatever music I have or podcast I'm listening to. If I hold it, it'll stop it or answer calls. So it's just fun figuring all those stuff on your own. Slide to the left and to the right to raise the volume and drop it. So far, all of those seem intuitive, but as of right now, I haven't I'm excited to ride my bike with them on and see how that sounds and feels. And also take the dog out for a walk. I've been having busy days, so Paula's been taking out the dog. But yeah, I'm really excited because it's just the last 3 weeks of taking the dog out. It's just been silence, just me and my thoughts, and I hate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I mean, so better than the Jobber ones than you had. In terms of connectability, of course, is going to be better. But in terms of actual audio quality, you notice any difference?
So the audio quality seems on par. The only thing that's surprising is that this one doesn't have what is it called? The audio where it's silencing the outside audio.
The noise canceling.
Noise cancellation. Thank you. My brain's all sloppy today.
Like I said, strap in, ladies and gentlemen. We are both exhausted.
It doesn't have the noise cancellation, but I mean, this little guy goes deep in my ear canal. So it is doing actually a really good job blocking everything off. I can't get it.
Well, if you listen to anything loud enough, you know.
Look at that. Look at it. That goes in my brain. It's tickling my
connects eardrum. Right into your cymbalum, whatever you call it. What's that part of the brain called? Did I pronounce that right?
Your medulla
Cymbalum?
oblongata,
Cymbalum?
cerebellum.
Cerebellum.
That's the back here. That's right here.
Yeah, that's where we connect. Your ears are near the back of your head, right?
Yeah, but I mean the medulla oblongata is also like right. It's
Medulla
actually
oblongata.
it's right there. It's your brain stem, the top of your brain stem. I feel like that's pretty close too.
Have you heard Elon Musk talk about? Well, first, getting back to the to the pickle bugs real quick before I go veer off topic. Have you taken a stroll down like in Chinatown at all? Heard what the people are saying with the translate?
Oh no, I've wanted to do that, but
I
I
want to
don't
see
have
how
anyone
well
that
it
speaks
works.
the language I don't know. But next time I hang with my mom, I'm gonna have her talk in Spanish. That way, I just want to experience like its translation and how much I'm picking up. One thing that it doesn't like, if it does, I haven't figured out how to do it, but like I want to be able to hear. Like one of the things that the Jabras did that was really cool is they would do the pass through, which allowed outside noise to come in. So if they don't do it, that's kind of a bummer because then I only feel like I can wear one of them while I'm biking, which I've done before. But if they do, then you can have that on and kind of like hear the outside noises. There was a feature that kind of implied that it did it automatically. So that's on, but I also haven't used them while like going out for a walk. So we'll see how that goes. Look how sleek it is. It's so I
They
love the
are.
way it
It's
looks.
almost
I
too
wanna
big
swallow
though.
it.
It's the same issue I have with the AirPod Pro case. It's
It's the
too
same size.
big. Yeah, I do like that shape factor though a lot better than like the oval one that they do, or like the almost like a
No, I
rectangle,
got you.
curvy
Yeah,
little rectangle. Same thing with the Sony ones. I didn't like those either. I like the small compact form factor of the AirPods.
absolutely. Another thing that like I saw in a bunch of reviews that I checked out for it was that it's really satisfying to open and close, and man, it really is. There's just something about like it requires just enough effort, and then it just flicks open on its own. And then same thing when you close it, and it just does a little noise,
Got
and
that.
the impact you can feel in like a good way. That's kind of just like I want to do it all day. It reminds me of like a Zippo lighter.
I mean, that's that Google design.
Oh, like a Zippo lighter.
So you're happy with them? You're so dumb.
Yeah. I'm really stoked. I'm excited to like keep using them and give you further updates on that.
So myself, I also bought a pair of headphones, not earbuds, but headphones, because I needed them for one of the shows that we do, and I needed headphones real quick, and I couldn't order in the Audio Technicas because I really wanted to do the Audio Technicas, and I needed something like right then, so I was like, let me try these out. I wanted to try these for a while, and it's the Bowers and Wilkins PX5s, these little guys right here. So these guys, fantastic. Well, okay, no, I have some big problems with them, but they are fantastic in terms of the audio quality.
They're fantastic, but also I hate them.
No, okay. And here's the issue. There's companies that do like sound quality really well, but they don't do like connectivity and like logistics very well.
That's a big problem.
And then there's some companies that do logistics very well, but in terms of the quality, it's not great, right? So this falls into the category where this build, the look, the shape, the design, everything on them, the sound quality of them, it's just the little Bowers and Wilkins logo. I got these in space gray. Are fantastic. Like the audio quality is super, super good. The noise canceling is phenomenal. We have an air conditioner here in studio because we learned our last lesson or learned our lesson from last summer of not having one and like dying all summer. So I was editing a video the other day, put these on. You can adjust the noise cancellation, like right there, tap the button.
How many different levels does it have?
It has a high, an auto, and a low.
Oh, okay.
And then an off.
Okay.
So I mean, not like super like where you can
yeah, I
tweak
can't remember. I think it's Sony came out with a pair of headphones recently that had like 13 different levels.
Yeah, so those are the guys I'm wearing actually right now. The which I still think are the king of headphones, to be honest, like of noise canceling headphones. They are those are the M3s, Sony's, which, like I said, in terms of over the ear noise canceling headphones, this is as good as it gets. You can go into their app, you can like finely tune like the noise canceling. You can do the pass-through audio. You can do the taps. You can actually customize like the touch sensitivity on them. And the noise canceling is really, really good. And it actually surprised me. These bad boys right here, the Bowers and Wilkins, I feel like they do like just as good a amount of noise canceling as the Sonys. I feel like their noise which is unheard of because again, Sony, nobody comes close to them. So we have air conditioner, getting back to my story, and I put these on for editing, and it completely just blocked out everything. Like, it really does a fantastic job. They're comfortable. Like I said, they're like titanium kind of feel. They're hefty. But one issue, connectivity not great. I mean, in terms of your standard Bluetooth headset, you got to go into the setting, all that. There's nothing fancy there. No fancy app or anything with them. And number two, you have to have them charged and on for them to work.
Charged and on? What do you mean?
So they have to have...
Got it. So when they run out of juice, you can't just plug them in and keep listening.
Yeah, without like the noise canceling, just as headphones. Which is infuriating because the battery life on these guys, they say about 30 hours. It's really closer to like, with noise canceling on, it's closer to like, I'd say like 16 to 20.
I mean, but like, isn't that enough for a whole day? Just like put in your routine to charge
but sometimes when you leave them on, you know, and I got a job, so it's like, you know, I leave them on from the night before. I get home, I got to do a show. That's the problem I ran into today when I couldn't hear you originally.
Oh,
because I had these on.
Plug it up.
Yeah,
you know,
and they weren't charged.
That sucks.
Yeah, so that is the one issue. They are great though. So if you're very good about charging your stuff and kind of keeping that into your routine, and
how do they compare? Like, how much do they cost?
They are $300. So they are $50 cheaper than the Sony M3s.
But you can use the Sony M3s while charging.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite features of them. Also, I feel like, again, this is really niche. Podcasting, I feel like I hear more of an echo with these than I do on the Sonys. It's really, really weird.
Wait, I'm sorry. When you're saying podcasting, you're saying when you're listening to podcasting or as you're doing podcasting?
As I'm doing podcasts. Yeah. Podcasts are fine.
And you're talking about set to a wireless. Like right now, are yours plugged in?
Correct.
Interesting. That is weird.
Yeah, and I can hear myself right now, right through the soundboard, but I don't hear an echo. Whereas on these, I plug these in, and I hear myself, but I hear myself almost double in my headphones.
Yeah, which makes it
really, really weird.
Hard to talk.
Yes, extremely difficult. But again, that's really, really niche. Also, the Bluetooth range not that great.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah. So.
Wait, real quick. Actually, now that you're bringing up Bluetooth range, I am a little bit disappointed in the Bluetooth range of this guy because I have left my phone in my room, and well, I guess there's a lot of walls involved. But still, I was hoping that it would send the signal to my bathroom, which is, I'd say, about 30 feet away.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walls separating that space. So, I mean, that's a lot of walls for it to go through, especially these old walls that are like just an absurd amount of wood. But still, I was hoping they'd go further, but I will.
It's disappointing. It's so disappointing when something has bad Bluetooth range.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm also realizing that my what is it?
Microwave was on.
No, the Avantry Bluetooth.
But you reviewed on the
receiver that we talked about last show. Actually, also has issues transmitting to that bathroom. And if you remember correctly, that Avantry could transmit from something like 50 feet with several walls in between. So maybe it's in the bathroom.
Your bathroom's made out of lead plating. Nothing's getting in or out.
Keeps the germs, the smells away.
Yeah, so my AirPods can go to my bathroom, which is not that far away. It's probably 3 walls in the way, and then my bedroom is farther back with 3 walls in the way. My AirPods have no problem going to the bathroom, going into the room, my actual room, no problem. These into the kitchen drops, which is for those of you who you're not aware of.
Your kitchen is not far.
The Play Everything studio. It's our studio where we record our shows. A door, and then the kitchen's literally right outside that door.
Yeah, it's not far at all.
Yeah, so that was disappointing to find out. So again, Bowers and Wilkins, the quality of them are like this is probably some of the best audio quality around, but the fact that you have to have them on and charged, like it has to have a battery in it to use them, very disappointing. The Bluetooth range, very disappointing. I think those are really my complaints with them.
Interesting.
And then the audio echo, but again, really, really specific. So I'm definitely probably not going to have these as primary headphones.
Are you actually planning on keeping them, or do you think there's
probably
any chance
not? I'm probably just gonna return them and then get the Audio Technicas because that's what I wanted anyway. But
you're talking about the wireless Audio Technicas?
Yeah, because they're cheaper for me than the wired ones.
Sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess can the wired ones become wired? Wireless ones become wired?
Correct. Yeah, they can.
Okay. Yeah. Then like, there's no reason not to.
No.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Audio Technicas. Obviously, I've got them here, and I bought the adapter because I wanted to keep these guys going. I actually was just at the studio today filming something, and I grabbed Blessings Audio Technicas because I needed an extra pair for what we were doing, and they're brand new, and it's just like, oh man, they feel so good when they're new because I've had these guys for a really long time. In fact, if you like. I don't think you'll be able to tell, but the cushion here is like, it's a different cushion. This is not the Audio Technica ones because I've worn that one down and had to buy replacement ones. Yeah. They're good headphones.
Audio Technicas are almost too big and loud for me, but they're perfect for like what we do. Whereas
there's a lot of audio too.
These, I love how small they are. Like I love how small and sleek that they are, and it's similar to the Sony ones. They're even smaller than the Sony ones. I really dig these headphones, and they're super comfortable.
Yeah, no, I pulled the images up right now, and like they look really rad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I'm in the dark. I should probably, but I should pull.
Yeah, you're really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Pixel Buds 2, the ones that I just got, have the Bluetooth 5.0, and I think they're my second device with the 5.0. Which 5.0 adds a lot of cool connectivity things where you can connect to multiple devices at the same time, and it's smart enough to switch over. Also, it like significantly elongates the range. So yeah, I'm very excited to keep playing with these guys and have more information for you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, preliminary stuff is like, it looks like I like them.
Stay tuned for that. Now, I was going to review my desk this week, but I wanted to do a video and I didn't have time to do the video. So we will.
I'm excited to talk about that desk.
We will. Again, super stoked. This is probably one of the best desks you can buy. But Kevin, Coello, you ready to talk some tech?
You know it.
All right. Well, first story of the day. This is actually one that you sent me. Google Pixel 5 release date, specs, price, and all rumored. So Google has spent around a price survey that hints at the Pixel 5 could cost $699 and a $1,000 drop from last year's starting price. $100 drop. Sorry, again, I am extremely tired. A report claims that the Pixel 5 might drop the Soli sensor introduced in the, how do you pronounce that? Soli?
It's a motion sensor. It's dumb. Nobody wants to use that shit.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's like
you could wave your hand in front to like skip to the next song. It's a gimmick. I don't understand how these things get through like whatever committees they have to become real.
And they stay. And it makes the thing more expensive. And two, it's like it's gonna fail. So you spend all this money on R&D.
R&D. R&D, you're right.
Yeah, R&D. And again, it just becomes something like the what was the PS3, the 6-axis?
That's it. It was called 6-axis.
Yeah. And again, nobody used it, so I hate stuff like this as well. So that was introduced in the Pixel 4, which would mean that it would end the motion sensor features the phone supports. Shake up in the Google executives overseeing the Pixel and raising concerns about the Pixel 5 and some concerns. The new Pixel 5 concept design shows off a U-shaped camera module early in mid-October for the Google Pixel 5 release. Google could wind up going in another direction, cutting the price of its flagship phone to better compete with the expensive rivals. A Reddit poster posted the survey that Google's reportedly sending around to gauge the reaction of the smartphone prices, and the survey included that includes a phone fitting the Pixel 5's description at a starting price of $699. If true, that's $300 less than the Galaxy S20 will run you. And again, that is the base Galaxy model. To me, this sounds right because I remember the 4A that was rumored that we talked about a couple shows ago was $50 cheaper than the iPhone XS.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think about this? Because I still feel like people aren't super stoked on Pixels. Like the people who love them.
So people really didn't like the Pixel 3, which is interesting because aside from it being very, very easy to break, which I think it's easier to break than any phone I've had before. A lot of people, like I had read, like have a lot of issues with that phone. The way it like kind of doesn't run super smoothly. And then the 4 came out, and I feel like things went way more negative for the 4, where people are just full of complaints, tons of things that they're not happy with. Like I have seen that like it's just not super responsive. It just doesn't feel like a premium quality product.
Yeah.
So hopefully
doesn't feel like an iPhone.
Right, but it's very similarly priced, or it was for not too long. You know, they dropped the price really quick,
which doesn't bode well for the cheaper price on the 5.
Well,
because to be honest, that seems a little crazy now. I mean, again, it's great for consumers, but I don't expect that Apple build, that Samsung build, where like these devices feel like quality pieces. The thing is,
if they take out expensive components that are adding very little,
like the soily sensor,
right? Exactly, or the unnecessary little like not cutout, but the what is it called? The chin for the camera. Not chin. What's the name they use for it?
The notch.
The notch. If they get rid of that notch and instead put a normal LED in there that like doesn't have to be like laser cut or whatever, then I'm sure that's going to bring down the cost. And like the leak photos of what it's supposed to be has a forehead instead of a notch, which whatever, that's fine. It's nice to maximize the screen, but like technology just isn't there where we can make like the transparent speaker space and stuff.
I'm trying to pull it up real quick.
It's actually that link. And ironically enough, if you go down, there's a weird like image of like the full phone. Here, scroll down.
So that's what you're talking about right there, not having the notch. Yeah. And then
the next image, look at that. Kind of looks like the Kind of Funny logo. I like it. So right above it that's where like if this is true, it doesn't have the notch. The big thing about Pixel phones is they always have fucking amazing cameras. And
which again, the lead architect for the camera has left.
Yeah.
Left the company.
That's unfortunate. You know?
And then I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
This back U shape that they're trying to do on this, I don't like that at all.
I like this more than I do the square with 4 cameras in it. Like I don't really care what the back looks like.
Look, looks like a face. Look at it. It's shocked.
Yeah, with a nose. I guess you're right, but I don't know. I don't hate that at all. I'm not a fan of the button on the side being white. I just feel like that cheapens it too, but whatever.
Opposed to orange?
No, just opposed to it being black like every other phone. Like, look, here is the Pixel 3 XL. You can't see the button because it matches.
Wait, but the Pixel 4 XL has an orange button on the white one.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a fan of that. And like in this concept or leaked image, they have it as white. So it's like it's too bad that they're gonna stick with that if that's the case. Because I just like uniformity. You know, I never get the white versions of the phones because obviously they can't make the screen white, so it's like it looks like it's like a decal that's stuck on the back.
Well, I like the accent colors. Like that. I think that's one thing I like on like what Google does.
Not enough to buy the phone, you know what I mean?
No, but I don't buy garbage.
So then they should stop catering to you and cater to me, who will buy many of these phones.
You're gonna buy it either way. You don't speak with your wallet. You're already sold on the next one.
I can't help it. I can't justify buying the Ultra 20 it's $1,500 for like having the most intense like device ever that like I don't know that I'm ever gonna like maximize that way. I'm sure that eventually I'm just gonna get to the point where it's like, no, it just eats my batteries.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've talked about wanting to get crazy with phones. I feel like this would have been a good time for you to try things different, but then you bought the Pixel Buds, so now you're like, the Pixel Buds don't connect properly.
They do though, and it would be fine. But
But not the way. I get what you're saying because AirPods are the same way, where it's like they work, but like you don't get that cool like left is this much percent battery, right is this much, your case is this much, and you just open the case and then now it's connecting. Like
right,
you know.
And then another little phone update. As I've said before, I've dropped this phone. I've broken it several times. I believe I have cracked the front screen 3 times and the back screen once.
Which is like you've paid probably as much as you paid for the phone.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, it's like you probably bought that phone twice.
Yeah, maybe. Well, this last time that I cracked the screen, I was like, I'm not fixing it. And I didn't. And then recently it like fell again and now it does this.
Stroke warning.
Stops doing it sometimes. Like if I squeeze it in the right way.
I know you're telling me that and you hit me up and you're like, I'm going to have to get another phone. It's just like, I don't understand how you keep breaking. Like I haven't broken a phone since high school.
Look, I understand that. And usually it takes me about 2 years to break a phone. Usually end of cycle. And I think that a lot of times it happens psychologically. And for the longest time, I did not use cases.
2 years?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how long I usually keep my phone.
That's not good.
What?
2 years to not break a phone?
No, I understand, but I'm saying that, like, I think deep down inside, I wanted to break it, you know what I mean? So I could justify buying the new Pixel.
Yeah. See, that's the thing with mine. I'm like, it's not broken, so it's like, it's not time to upgrade.
Right, exactly. It still functions fine. Anyways, so with all this, the rumors right now for the 4A, the rumor is that it's going to come out sometime in June, potentially in July, but there's a lot of rumors saying that June 5th or June 3rd, they're going to have a reveal event. June 3rd, I think they're doing the Android 11, like some not conference, but like some event for the new Android OS. And if they end that with like, oh, hey, the 4A is coming out and it's going to be $350, I will probably buy a 4A until the 5 comes out, which sounds crazy. But this phone is no longer functional.
You're just a Google fanboy. Why don't you just buy the 4A and stick with it, you coward? Why do you need the 5?
I'm not going to get a not a flagship phone. You know what I mean?
You want the weird smiley face camera?
Maybe.
The little shot camera on the back?
Here's the thing. The Pixel has had the best camera on it since Pixel 2.
But here's the thing. It's just not. It's caught up. Like everything is caught up. It's no longer the case. At the time, yes, it was crazy.
I don't like the way the iPhone does the portrait. I feel like it doesn't, like, whatever algorithm it uses, it's not as good as Google's. That's my opinion.
So one camera mode is the whole reason you buy it.
Like 90% of my pictures are in portrait mode.
That's not true.
It is. Go look at my Instagram. Go look at my Instagram right now, you son of a bitch. I like that, like, in every episode, we have to have one of these where I force you to go through.
I was going to go anyway, because I know for a fact that's not. The picture you posted today was not in picture mode.
Taken on a fucking iPhone.
You could have used portrait mode, though.
My mom was taking it. She doesn't know what portrait mode is.
It seems like if you have a... Go
to Cecil's Instagram. All of it is in
portrait
mode.
Wait a minute. You said go to yours. Yours.
Go to mine. Look at that.
Look, no portrait mode.
Hold on.
Look how far down we are. There's no... Look!
You're missing out, dude. Slide back up.
Name one. Show me one.
The cookies?
That's not portrait mode. You're lying. Yeah, you're a lying son of a bitch.
Think I have a fuzzy kettle?
You're a lying son of a bitch. Kettle? That you're lying. You know you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Look at that. That is not portrait mode.
I'll send you right now that. Oh my god, I can't look at this fucking thing. No, that's in portrait mode. But hold on, let me see. And then let me explain the other ones, because obviously you might notice that I'm not posting that often.
This is a really great portrait mode you got with you and your dog.
It is portrait mode.
Yeah, that's portrait mode. Look how blurry the background looks.
But, I mean, it looks good.
It looks good. It's just not portrait mode.
It is portrait mode.
All right, here's one. I found one.
No. But
Cecil,
let me explain.
The Cecil picture.
The first and second picture are both pictures taken not on my phone. The fourth picture is a screenshot of my phone. The fifth picture, portrait mode.
Okay, now I'm finding some more.
The sixth picture, not portrait mode because it was taken by Paula.
Well, which one did you say? The third one or the fourth one was portrait mode? Because that is not portrait mode.
That is portrait mode.
That is not. Look, if you're listening or watching, well, mostly watching,
send you both?
Comment down below. Tell Kevin Coello he's a fucking liar because that is not portrait mode. The picture that we're looking at, that is bullshit.
Look, it's not my fault. Instagram compresses the shit out of photos.
That's not even blurry. That's not even slightly blurry. Look at the other ones. Look at this is portrait mode.
I know what you're saying.
This one's portrait mode. This one's portrait mode. Yeah, that's what portrait mode looks like.
But like the difference is I'm standing a fucking foot away from the camera and the background is 6 feet away from me. Okay?
Okay, so what good is using portrait mode if you don't even use it properly? Why would you buy
it? Gives it a little tightness.
You would buy a phone over a mode that you don't even use properly.
I hate you. Now go to Cecil's Instagram and see how many pictures are portrait mode. They're all portrait mode.
I'm not giving you a click.
Dude, it's kind of funny, dog. You know what it is. You follow him.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't support pet pages.
I don't either.
Yeah, I mean, you're a part of the problem. Oh, he's cute, though.
See that first one?
Okay.
Portrait mode.
Okay, you lied twice. Now, I'm...
Bullshit. Those are all portrait mode. Except for the one where he's sleeping.
This is not portrait mode. This is not
that portrait mode.
No, it's not.
That's portrait mode.
Kevin.
Look how
maybe it's portrait mode, but it does not give you the portrait mode effect.
Bullshit, it does. Look how fuzzy his dick is. No, go back to the first one. Look how fuzzy his dick is.
That's not portrait mode either.
It is.
Oh, you're a lying son of a bitch. You're so infuriating that you're sticking by this. All right, well, we just caught Kevin in a lie.
No, not true at all. Do you want me to send you the original and the portrait mode version? Because it saves both when I take them. No, oh my god, I can't look at this fucking thing.
Kevin. No. Instagram's not making your portrait mode pictures not look like portrait mode.
I mean, Instagram compresses
because the other ones, okay, but the other ones look like portrait mode, the ones that you did use it in. So how come it looks like portrait mode on those ones?
Because some of them have more of a distance in the background.
I hate you so much. Stop sticking with the lie.
Portrait mode works. That's how portrait mode works.
You're right. I too use portrait mode for all my Instagram posts.
It's just it takes a higher quality picture. That's just a fact. Also, it takes the non-portrait, and like I'm not even joking right now. It takes the non-portrait mode picture as well. Right, you can set it so it saves both photos, and then it's just like then you have the choice. So maybe that photo with the sunset and Cecil isn't portrait mode, but I had the portrait mode option, and I chose that one.
Okay,
maybe.
That's not what you said.
I don't think that's true.
That's not what you said.
You see the lens flare? That's a pretty photo. That's a good looking dog. You know what I mean?
I like how then you twist it into something you didn't say. Well,
no,
I got both options.
I always take it in portrait mode. I don't always use the portrait mode photo.
But that's
right?
not, you said every picture on my Instagram is portrait mode. Go on your Instagram. No,
taken on portrait
barely
mode.
Any portrait mode pictures. Go to your dog's Instagram after you said, "Oh wait, no, Cecil's."
Understand what I was saying. Clearly, I thought you were smart enough to understand what I was saying. I was wrong. That was my fault for thinking.
Comment down below. Let Kevin know he's a piece of shit.
It's a cute fucking dog. Everyone follow Kind of Funny Dog.
Speaking of piece of shits, Samsung announces an outdoor 4K TV called the Terrace. Now, I actually got the scoop of this last year. I was actually
Thanks for fucking bringing it on the show earlier.
I don't think I was allowed to talk about it. And to be honest, I forgot about it. It was before we started the show, I believe.
It's dumb.
It was I was actually part of the surveying for this to see Samsung. There's this rep.
You're saying this was your idea?
I mean, no, I told them no, don't do it. Frankly, when they were surveying because they were coming in. I know this one guy who works for Samsung really well, and he was part of the surveying directing.
Talking about Steve?
No, that's Sony guy. Oh. I don't know if I should give his name if he's giving me information,
No,
but
I just pulled a name out of nowhere. I don't know why you gave more information about it being Sony guy.
That's another guy. Good old Sonny Steve. So yeah, and they were like, "Oh, like, should we do this?" Essentially, like, how often do you see people come in here and buying like outdoor TVs? And I said, not at all. Like, you get one a year, maybe. So Samsung is a dominant force when it comes to the TV market share in living rooms, and now the company wants to extend that success to outdoor televisions. Today, Samsung is announcing the Terrace, the latest TV in its freestyle family that includes the lifestyle family that includes the Scherf, which I gotta look that up because I have actually never heard of that. The frame and the Soro, which the Soro for all of we've talked about it before on our GDC. No, not GDC. I'm drawing a blank.
I know what you're saying. I know it's the big one, right? That happens every year.
This is a tech podcast. We
in
can't
Las
name the
Vegas.
biggest. CES.
Oh man, I'm right there with you.
CES.
Oh, the Seraph is so cool.
So I'm gonna look that up real quick.
No, what did I say? CES. It's CES. That's what we were looking for.
So the Sero is the one that turns sideways.
Seraph.
No. I'm talking about the Sero right now. I'm looking up the Seraph right now, but the Sero.
The Seraph is cool.
I'm getting there. You're so infuriating. You're so infuriating.
Why do you let me do this to you? We're just having a fun time.
So
You know what I mean?
The Sero is the one that turns like a smartphone, which is probably one of the dumbest TV things I've ever seen. And then the Seraph.
Hold on a second. The Koreans love it, right? That's a fact.
Koreans do love it. They're very the Sero is very popular.
And
it's been out there for a while.
Where is Samsung based out of?
Korea. But again, these are all in the US now. So this is the Seraph, which is like the gallery style one. I'm not entirely sure who.
Yeah, I mean it's meant to be an art piece.
Which is like the frame.
I dig it.
And the frame has been out. They've been doing that for years now. With the gapless TV and make it look like a picture frame. Snap the different frame pieces on to make it look like it's art on your wall. This is just an extension of that. Anyway,
go back to that. Like, there's one of the in the middle one that looks like it's not a TV and it's supposed to be a mantle, like a fireplace. You see that?
What middle one?
The middle one that isn't on.
Oh yeah. That is interesting.
That's a weird. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah,
my bad.
weird. Samsung's trying things. They're throwing things at the wall. So
seeing what sticks.
Yes. So.
Oh, that's the back of the TV.
It was so weird. Samsung's bizarre, but
I hate it.
This one to me makes more sense. So the Terrace is designed for outdoor, outside viewing. It's IP55 water and dust resistant, and the screen can crank up to a brightness of 2,000 nits to help you see everything when the sun's out. If you're unfamiliar with specialty outdoor TVs, the prices of the Terrace might strike you as wildly expensive. The 55-inch model is $3,500 or $3,455. Just round up. Why not just go for 35? The 65-inch is $5,000. The 75-inch is $65,000 or $6,500. That's a substantial increase over what you pay for the company's regular QLED 4K TVs and so even some 8K models. But outside TVs from companies like Sunbright always cost more, a ton more. Here's a 65-inch model for $3,500 and a 75-inch set short of $10,000, $1 short of $10,000. These things are just inherently pricey when it comes to weatherproofing and other tech upgrades that go into them.
Who has a TV in their backyard? You know, like wealthy people, rich people.
Yeah, real wealthy people. But
I've only known one person to have a TV in their backyard, and they were the former CEO of Google. Yeah. So, you know, it's not meant for the regulars. And I'm looking right here. You said IP55?
Yeah.
Dust protected. I wish they had gone one step further.
With what?
With the IP rating. Because the IP 55, so the first number refers to its dust, how it like fights dust. The second number refers to how it fights liquids. So an IP rating of 67 means that it is no dust will get in it, right? That's the 6.
Correct.
The IP that part goes from 0 to 6 or X to 6. and then the other one goes up to 8, right?
Yeah.
Which 5 is like it'll protect against water jets from any angle. So I guess you should be protected under rain.
You can't
I feel
submerge
like-
it,
Yeah.
which is
So,
what the other ones are for, which is better for phones, which makes sense. On a TV,
Right.
you're not going to submerge your TV.
Well, I mean, if you've got it in a pool, you might. You know what I mean?
But no,
Think about that?
in the pool. Yeah, I mean, hey, rich people are going
But
to rich
I
people.
just wish they had gone a little higher on the dust.
Sure. I think that's a valid point. I think that should definitely be higher than the actual water. I think 5 is fine for the waterproofing.
The water, yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. The dust rating should have been a little bit higher. But here's the thing: a lot of these things, the main component that makes them more expensive is going to be the heat resistance, essentially. Yeah. Because so this one, notice how they have it under the little wall there, awning. The sun awning. Shading. Yeah, the awning. That's the word. The reason for that is because even the Sunbright TVs, there's some sun, no sun, some sun, and like full sun. Like that's basically how they rate it. Because the reason is as the sun beats down, the warmer the crystals in the TV get, and then the more they expand, and then your TV just goes black. So with this, I assume this isn't a full sun one. I assume this is you have to have some kind of awning, or it has to be covered a little bit, or only see sun some of the time during the day, like only like a couple hours it's hit, in the afternoon at 1 or 2 o'clock.
So even when it's off, is it still damaging to be hit by the sunlight?
I mean, so it's not even damaging when you're watching it, because after the sun passes, the crystals then shrink back down and you're fine. I'm sure it's probably not great for that to happen over and over again on a daily basis. But I would assume that still happens when the TV's off, because the crystals are still there. It's just you're not watching it, so it's not affecting you not watching it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not trying to raise my hand. I'm trying to get the focus to work.
Wonderful. I really love that dead space that we left there.
Well, I don't know why you left it. I've done this before.
I guess I am. No, so sorry. I was gonna try to look up the sun damage TV.
Why are they so calloused?
Why? What? Welcome to Play Everything's best hands podcast.
Mine are small but strong.
So it looks.
I once had a baseball that Fran tried to pull out of my hand, and he couldn't. It was really funny. And that was our first episode of the Hands. Whatever was the show called?
Yeah, the Hands podcast.
There it is. This is interesting. It's funny how expensive it is, because like I feel like they could have done a 1080 display and sold it for less, and that might do better.
Yeah,
because like I feel like I don't know. I don't know anyone that has a setup where they would want a TV in their backyard.
Well, here's the thing with this. I believe it. I want to double check on that. Before I say something, I think. Never mind. I don't think this is QLED. Actually, I was about to say it's QLED. Samsung Terrace. Because my point was going to be that the Sunbrights, they look like shit.
Oh, really?
Yes. They're terrible. But again, outdoor TVs is so specific. There are companies that will take like Samsung TVs and then like kind of jerry rig them into being outdoor TVs, which I do not recommend. No, it is QLED confirmed on Samsung's website. I meant to pull it up here.
Look at the ad you got going.
So yeah, it is a QLED. So that is confirmed. So again, much better quality than what you'd get from a Sunbright at a cheaper price. Not much cheaper. And again, who puts a TV in their backyard? Not people with not a lot of money.
Right. We're not putting TVs in our backyard.
I'm sure you will. I'm almost positive.
It won't be a nice TV. It'll be my like 10-year-old 42-inch LG that I have in my garage.
You're right. You would do it if you can get a good price on it. Kevin, if I come to
I feel
you,
like I feel like you're trying to insult me.
no. If I come to you and I go, hey, I could get this 55-inch, that's
Like $1,000.
35, and I could get it for no. What if I said $2,000?
That's a little steep. I have to have my backyard fully set up. Like if I have a hot tub and a thing where
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're gonna do
what?
it. You're gonna do it.
You know what? I've thought about it. Like I could definitely put the hot it in this place. Then I'd be like, $2,000's a lot though.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's still
Is it like I don't even like I don't know that I'd want it for then I can have the Chromecast Ultra going to it.
yeah. No, you would want it if you had your backyard yard all set up, and I guess that's who this is for. It's for the people who like to entertain, and again, it's their lifestyle brand, which is AKA the TVs nobody buys.
Here's the thing: if I can buy a hot tub on Craigslist for free, so not buy as much as just take a hot tub off someone's hands and have that all set up and not spend any money on that, then I might consider like, hey, having a TV there too would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. But it's Samsung, so that that hurts it.
Yeah, that's the downside. But again, they're the only one doing cool shit like this. And again, it's cool, but it's useless. It's just like the Zero. Who cares? I guess the Koreans.
Yeah, but I feel like the Koreans care.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Is there any way to see the sales of that, by the way?
The sales, not yet. I don't think there's numbers on that.
For the Zero?
Yeah,
Zero?
that
Zero?
don't include North Korean numbers. Is it on sale? Again.
When is Bali coming out?
I hope soon. I hope I get your review. And I hope he doesn't kill you in your sleep.
I accept my death. I have a feeling that Cecil's going to destroy him if I get one.
You'll be friends.
We're not a Samsung home. He's getting along with the K2SO over here. That little guy right there.
That's good. He's not scared of it?
No, he seems to be pretty cool. The cat hates him, though.
So, this just in. The Zero, I can't believe it, is 43 inches only?
Koreans like their TV small.
43 inches? $2,000? Jesus.
Is that a lot? I don't know. Is it a nice display?
I mean, I believe it's the equivalent to a... Hold on, let's see if it has a backlight.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to lie to you. If I use my phone sideways more to do this...
No, you're not. Shut
really
up.
Cool. It's
Shut
a really cool concept. It's
Shut
a really
up.
cool concept.
You're
you know what I mean?
Dumb.
It's just like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm doing yoga and I'm like, ugh, I wish Bali could come up and like show me what I look like from behind.
Don't have
I do it naked, so it's more of a show for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look how tiny that is. I don't like that.
Okay, I just looked on Craigslist. There is one hot tub that looks like it's not in terrible condition for 10 people that they're giving away. It's like an extra large hot tub.
10 people in that bitch.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Oh my God, this is huge. I've never seen a hot tub so big.
That sounds like...
So it's broken, okay? But they're saying that the parts will only cost $700 to fix.
All right, $700 hot tub. Not bad. 10 people.
Right? I got to figure out how to bring... Oh, man. It's in your neck of the woods. San Jose.
Hey.
Huh. What are you doing this weekend? You want to help me pick up a hot tub?
Yeah, let's do it, man. So I'm trying to look if the Zero has backlighting. It doesn't look like it. So basically, this TV is a Q60 for $2,000. That spins. Which is disappointing.
Well, hold on. Yeah. I would be with you if you had to stand up and spin it manually. I'd be like, yeah, what a disappointment.
I hate you so much.
But it spins by itself. Name one thing in your house that does that right now.
Good point. Oh,
thank you very much.
A fan?
Thank you very much. Huh?
A fan? Talking about fans?
Okay.
Like fans in my house?
Do you have the ones that go?
Hey, you have a smart door lock, right?
Do you have a one that goes like this?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
I've seen your fans. You have fans that do this.
But they're spinning. Also,
internally.
Flowers just bought a Dyson today. That spins.
Are you an idiot?
What?
Do you not understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, articulating. Like this. We're so dumb.
Fan?
How do people listen to this show?
Not many do.
No. Well, I mean, we gotta get a little chunk.
What was that?
We gotta get a little chunk of people. Good little listenership.
I'm
anyway, so yeah, back to the actual news. Samsung is dumb, and again, I'm interested to see how this sells. I want to see if we actually get like this lifestyle brand sales from Samsung. I doubt we will, because I'm sure we will not see this ever again. A lot of money to invest for something that's not going to pay off as much. Anything else you want to add?
Man, I don't know. I'm thinking about getting this hot tub off Craigslist. 10 people. That's huge. Cheeks, it's enormous. I've never seen a hot tub this big.
You don't have a truck big enough. I don't know how we get that.
Shut your mouth.
Right,
Ranger Danger is big enough for anything we need. When
enough...
we picked up Tim's 10-foot long projector.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
With enough bungee cords, anything.
Exactly. No, this is dumb. And will I get it someday? No, because it's Samsung. If LG does it, I'll think about it.
So expensive. Outdoor
It's
OLED. Apple AirPods Studio release date, price, features, and more. The AirPods Studio could be the flagship of a large lineup of new audio gadgets Apple has planned for the next year or so, joining expected products as the Apple AirPods 3, AirPods Pro 2, and a fully revamped HomePod smart speaker, which, God, what a failure the HomePod was. Apple over-ear earphones, codename B515, think Beats 700, $350, aim for WWDC, don't know what that means, and Xbox AirPods X, codename B517 for sports and running like Beats X, aim for September, October. The AirPods Studios are tipped to feature active noise canceling as well as a transparency mode for hearing the world around you, similar to the AirPods Pro. But here's where they could really stand out. According to the report by 9to5Mac, the AirPods Studio will feature head and neck detection. So playback could automatically be paused when you place the headphones on your neck and automatically resume when you put them back on your head. In addition, the AirPods Studios will reportedly feature automatic ear detection, which would automatically route audio to the correct ear. In other words, there's no wrong way to wear the headphones. In a first for Apple headphones, 9to5Mac also reports that AirPods Studio will have a custom equalizer. This will also be available on iOS devices and Mac computers with low, medium, and high frequency adjustments, and have the same pairing tech as the AirPod Pros, which means the H1 chip.
The picture that we're seeing there on this site, is that a concept?
I believe that's a concept. It looks too good to be true, because that looks dope as fuck.
I think that looks cool. You'd wear this.
Yes, that looks dope as fuck.
This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
No, that looks dumb. It's concept, but it looks dumb. It looks dope as fuck.
No, it doesn't. Go down to the other two.
Where is it? What other two? How are they?
Right there.
Looks cool.
That looks stupid.
Oh, it looks cool.
That looks stupid.
Apple, I like that design. Again, these are concepts, so it's not even real. But I think those look cool. I like the little Siri thing that you have on the HomePod.
No, the HomePods are a failure. They shouldn't be like, look, you can take a HomePod and stick it on your face. Now you're the HomePod. No.
This is interesting because they have Beats, and it looks like they might be trying to phase out the Beats Studio and go for the AirPods branding, which is crazy because Beats has crazy name recognition.
It's funny that they're idiots and that they would go this way instead of trying to incorporate Beats into their ecosystem, like the naming convention.
Yeah. Because
it's like Beats has name recognition, and just tossing that seems like a total mistake, you know?
Especially with how much they bought it for. I remember what a big deal that was.
Is it $2 billion? $4 billion?
I believe so. I know it was in the billions.
Yeah.
Apple buys Beats. Let's see. $3 billion. Holy crap.
Yeah, okay. So right between 2 and 4.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's a ton of money.
Yeah.
Man, what a bad investment if they're just going to throw it out like this. Interesting. I like Apple shit. I know everybody shits on Apple shit. As a tech guy, I really do like Apple.
People love it.
Yeah, but I'm saying the tech people. And I know I'm in love with Apple. I love their shit. I think they make really good quality shit. Sure, It might not be as powerful as some things, but I think it's so well optimized where that doesn't even matter. It doesn't even fucking matter most of the time, and it is expensive, but you get what you pay for. Macs will last forever. Apple products last forever.
It's true, they do.
Now, sure, the HomePod sucked, but that's just gonna last forever.
Also, like what they get 4 years and then they're no longer supported.
That's not true though. The phones.
Yeah.
Because my last phone I had for like years and years and years and years.
I'm just being an asshole. It is very clear to everyone that Apple like fucking leads the world in design. Like every phone now looks like an iPhone, you know?
Yeah. It's true.
And that there's no fighting it. This thing
looks like AirPods.
It does. But like sexier. Something maybe I can put in my butt if I wanted to.
Connected to your Neuralink.
Yeah. So they have a lot of cool design stuff. It's just these headphones are fucking hideous and you're an idiot for not seeing it.
Luckily, they're not the final design, but that is interesting stuff coming from Apple. It looks like they're doubling down on audio. I'm sure we're going to see some more smart stuff, smart home stuff from them in the future as well. Because that seems to be all the rage. This next one I wanted to add because this is dope as fuck and I didn't even know it existed. And I'm kind of upset that I didn't know it existed as I run a tech show. What happened to my video? Here it is. So OnePlus will disable X-ray camera feature in future update. OnePlus will remove the accidental X-ray functionality. I don't know how accidental it is from its OnePlus 8 Pro phone in an upcoming over-the-air update. The company said it's also temporarily disabling the camera filter that you can see through plastic and clothing in a Chinese version of its operating system until the update is released. Choosing to leave it operational choosing to leave it operational in its global OS, although the company has stressed that the photochrome filter cannot see through thick material. It apologized for creating privacy concerns and causing troubles for OnePlus users and other netizens. Don't know what that means. So again, I like this because how dope this is.
Dude, that shit is wild.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on an audio platform, we're watching a video right now of the X-ray mode. You can see through like remotes and like Apple TVs, and this is Unbox Therapy. Shout out.
Dude, they're so good.
Yeah, they are so good. But I mean, look at that. That's dope. You can see right through that Vizio remote.
But I really wish he was aiming it at like someone like to show that like, oh, you look, there are some dude's nipples, you know?
Oh yeah, like you mean like this? I got you.
He does it on like a.
Doesn't work the same. So if you're watching this, we're watching him. He has an Apple box underneath his shirt, and then he shows the before and after with it.
If they're watching it, they can see it.
Yes.
You know.
Well, no, I'm saying for audio listeners.
That's why I was correcting you.
Oh, okay.
I was saying if you're listening.
My bad.
No worries. I'm just fucking around you. I'm an asshole.
But yeah. So this is fucking dope because this technology, again, this is why I like talking about shit like this because it's just gonna grow. Also, I think it's funny that they think this is extreme enough to ban it and take it out, which I think.
It is, right? Like, think about.
You can't see through his nipples. Like, you cannot see through that shirt that he just showed. Look how discolored that is as well.
I can't see. You have it.
No, I know. I'm trying to find it again. It's like super discolored. Look at it. Look at it. Like you can barely see what that is. And
you can see that it's an iPhone.
He admittedly says that's a super thin shirt as well. Like a regular T-shirt, you're not going to be able to get through. Like you're not going to be able to see a girl's nipples because of the bra.
Nobody said girl. You didn't have to go there.
Well, because guys, you could probably see their nipples. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then I win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, thin shirts. You're walking around with thin shirts like Tim Geddes, so you're going to be able to see everything.
He does have thin shirts. But they're so comfortable as MeUndies shirts, you know? He gets mad when I touch them.
But that was a fun one. Did you know this was a thing?
No.
Yeah, I thought this was dope as fuck.
That's wild.
And I'm kind of upset they're taking it out.
Why? Because you're a pervert?
No, it's cool shit. By the way, nobody used this. You bought the phone, you tried it out once, and you never touched that filter again. That's just how it goes with this shit. Anything else?
No, I just think that technology is really fucking wild and like one of those things where it's like, can other phones do this? Is this just some inherent shit that we don't know about? Because like I want to see through stuff all the time.
This is the first one. Yeah. What do you want to see through?
My keyboard, this mic, the fan,
Just so much.
the stream deck, anything, everything. What's going on with the screen? You know what I mean?
I love it. Speaking, I don't know how to transition into this. Walmart is shutting down Jet after spending $3 billion on it in 2016. So I'm not going to go too deep into this, but
Jet?
Jet was an online marketplace like Amazon. And instead of Walmart being like, hey, we have a name, we should, again, I hate when companies do this shit. Hey, we have a name, we should probably, invest in Walmart.com. They go, no, we're going to buy Jet to compete with Amazon. And again, with all people who try to compete with Amazon, doesn't go well. So Jet.
But for this one, I actually do have a reason why I think it's smart that they did this. Because what happened to Jet.com?
Went under.
Okay, so articles saying Jet.com going away or Walmart is shutting down Jet isn't the same as Walmart is shutting down Walmart.com, you know?
Yeah, but Walmart.com is super successful right now. So you could have just done that earlier instead of trying to double down on something like Jet. Because Walmart.com doing fantastic right now. And they even allow third parties to sell on them like Amazon.
Yeah. Which
is super interesting. But again, they could have just done this or doubled down on Walmart.com, in 2016, but instead they bought Jet. It's amazing the decisions these companies make.
Yeah.
So interesting. Again, a lot of you are probably like, what the fuck is Jet.com? Well,
yeah, I'm confused.
Don't worry about it too much. What was it?
Did you know about Jet.com before this?
I've heard of it. But
it doesn't even exist anymore. Does Best Buy price match Jet.com?
That's a good question. I bet they don't. I wouldn't.
Is it though? Oh, it's here.
Jet.com. Let's check this out. Let's see
what still exists right now.
Here we go.
That's you're on there too.
Yeah, I got you. Looks like a lot. Looks like terrible. This looks terrible. I wouldn't shop here.
Yeah, this is not a good setup. Not that Amazon has a good setup. But somehow Amazon is better than this. Oh, but they sell Ariba.
Look how limited it is, though. You got grocery and household, beauty, electronics, fashion, and home.
Yeah, then there's electronics, clean living. What's clean living?
Let's see what 4K televisions they got.
You know what I want to eat? Just a scoop of almond butter.
Click on 4K televisions. Tell me what comes up. Because this is what comes up. TCL 5 series.
It's a good series.
I can't believe that they're closing Jet.com. With one TV that they sell.
4K televisions. But is that just in the one size?
What are you talking about?
No, you're right. That is the only one. They must be liquidating all their stuff. I wonder if things are on sale. Is that a sale? The $900 for a 55-inch TCL?
No, that is grossly expensive. What?
Really?
I didn't even see the price. It's $900.
Yeah.
That's 4 times the amount of a TCL TV.
Yeah, but this is the 4K HDR, the R6, man.
Oh, wow. Fucking people. It has HDR. Let's see. Yeah, $900. That's gross. That's 55 inches.
Can you look up that same model at Best Buy?
We could shop QLEDs. Nothing.
Are sharp LEDs good?
So they're look, their advertisement doesn't even lead to anything.
Yeah. Again, I'm sure they're liquidating stuff.
Sure. I'm sure it was not like this before.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure it was. 5 TVs. So for you Jet users out there, I apologize.
Sucks, man. Stop using crap, you know what I mean?
This one's exciting. SD card. It's exciting for super nerdy people, which again,
dude. Faster transfer speeds should be exciting for everyone. All right, we live in a world where transfer speeds matter so much, and now they're going so high.
Yes, I looked up 1 terabyte. It's like $600.
That's not even that bad. Do you remember when I remember when the PlayStation Portable came out, the PSP. They had the Pro Duo 2 1 gig stick for $512. I remember that because I was going to be in a quinceañera and they told me last minute, literally the day that we had to pay to rent the outfit. I've never been in a quinceanera before. I didn't know that. I went and told my dad, and he was like, "Why didn't they tell you this beforehand? I'm not paying for it." I was like, "Dude, it's only X amount of money." He's like, "Fuck that. That's a lot of money." Like, again, it's not about the money. It's the fact they didn't tell you earlier. So instead, he took me to Target and bought me the Pro Duo 2. It was the same price.
500, but man, for all you fucks out there complaining about the Vita memory card prices, never forget Pro Duo 2, 1 gigabyte.
But the Pro Duo 2 with 1 gig, I was an emulation machine. I had everything on it. I was a god.
Just showing off to everybody. Look at all these games I have.
Dude, there was a homebrew app for the PSP which had the IR blaster on the top of it. The first generation PSP had it. And there was a homebrew app that was a universal remote. I could go in there and look at a TV and be like, all right, this is the brand, and then configure it and turn it on and off. Have you ever gone to a restaurant and been like, I really want to resize the TV because it's set to the wrong settings? I was able to do that.
When you told that story, I've heard that story before, but for some reason I thought they were going to be like, we need a photographer. And you'll be like, okay. And you click in the PSP camera, and then that's why you bought it, to be able to hold all the photos that you take of their quinceañera on your PSP.
I don't think the PSP had a camera.
It had a camera attachment.
Oh, attachment. Yeah. Okay.
You plug it in and you go.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The Skype camera attachment. God, the days.
No, I stopped being friends with that girl. We were good friends.
That ruined everything, huh?
Well, what do I guess not good enough.
New SD. I love how off topic we get. New SD Express card spec is nearly 4 times faster than the current one. The SD Association, the group that sets the standards for memory cards, announced a new SD 8.0 specification for SD Express memory cards today that will allow the cards to transfer data at a rate of nearly 4 gigabytes per second, in a large part thanks to utilizing PCI 4.0 and NVMe interfaces commonly found on solid-state drives. That faster transfer rate could be useful for technologies like 8K video, create even larger files, which then in turn require faster throughput if you want to transfer the data in a timely manner. Specifically, the 8.0 specification allows for transfer speeds up to 3,938 megabytes per second, on nearly 4,000. According to an SD Association white paper, that's a significant jump from the maximum transfer speeds of 985 megabits per second, in which you'd find in cards with the SD 7.0 and SD 7.1 specs. So again, just want to bring that up because that jump is nearly 4 times the jump.
That's a big jump.
In speed.
That's a significant jump, and that's frankly, it's absurd. Yeah, right? That's so cool, and at the same time, it's gonna change like cameras. Because right now, if you have the C100 Mark, the C100 Mark, the C300, it needs the C-Fast cards, C-Fast 2 cards.
Yeah, stupid fat ones.
These little block cards, because they have a transfer speed of like 205. So like that's faster than this. So the idea of then now potentially being able to use, and we're steps away from that. It's not out in the wild. The cameras don't have that slot in there, but it's cool. We're getting closer to like C-Fast car. I'm sorry, there was my train of thought.
You had it, C-Fast.
SD cards being like universal throughout. Like that is an absurd transfer speed. So, and again, now cameras will be able to record in higher quality. It
uses SSD technology. And it is the fact that you can do. I mean, you need this, especially with things like 8K,
right? Able to transfer that. Or like raw files. Because right now, if you want to record with our C300 Mark 1, the Mark 2 just got announced. It's pretty cool too. But with the Mark 1, if you want to record in raw, you need to use. And I think this is wild, but you need to use a secondary device. So you have to get like a Shogun, which is a recording device,
little recorder
that plugs into it to record in raw, because the transfer speeds are too high.
Yeah, save it right to that hard drive.
What?
So save it right to one of those Shogun like hard drives.
Yeah, they're just actually they're solid state drives.
Yeah.
Or well, I mean, I guess you could have a non. No, I think it needs.
No,
to be a solid
you do both.
Okay.
Wait, no, you're right. Solid state.
Yeah.
It has to be solid state.
Well, it's it's the 3-inch drives, the slightly smaller ones.
Mhm.
But I know that they have spinning disk one of those drives. But I think that you need to use a solid state drive for the transfer
Yeah,
speeds.
and it's cool.
This
This is
fixes
using
that.
SSD technology, and on top of that, it's like when you have something like the S20 Ultra, which does 8K video, like that makes sense. And it's cool that we're about to start seeing 2 terabyte SD cards drop on the market, and eventually those are going to be just as cheap as the 128 ones that we have out now, which used to be ridiculously expensive.
What a world we live in.
It's super cool technology. That's why I love it. That's why I love
Oh, yeah.
technology.
Dude, the other day Tim sent me a text. Let me see if I can find it. Where it was like a 16 terabyte hard drive for like $300.
That's not bad. I mean,
That's
yeah,
not bad at
you
all.
have those little MyCloud things now too, where it's like you can get 16 gigabyte, and you can do it through the cloud. I love that. I love that for you.
I hate it because it goes away eventually. Yeah, see now it's fine. Now it's fine.
Yeah, can't wait for the Pixel 5. I'm sure it will be different.
I don't know why you have to hate on it when it's what has the iPhone changed? It got rid of its home button.
Why
Great.
change something that's perfect?
Well, then why buy a new one?
Good point. That's why I'm trying to get another phone. I want to experiment. But I'm going to go back to an iPhone because it works. It's perfect.
So you're not gonna experiment, you lying sack of shit.
I'm going to experiment and I'm going to go back.
$315.
It's awesome. That's crazy. And especially now when you can get that like cloud capability.
Look at this.
It looks like you're in a club.
Yeah, Seagate. Oh, it's hard to look at.
Do you just pretend that sometimes? Do you have club music playing in your head constantly while you're on your phone?
Oh, oh, it's USB 2.0 compatible. That seems like a thing that you
Put
should
the phone
in.
away. Just put the phone away.
Does it have any NAS?
I can't watch you use this. I can only picture you in real life. How long, dude? There's no way you're holding out for the next Google phone. The 4.
I don't know what to do. It seems stupid to buy another. I don't know. I don't necessarily want. And also, you suck at replying, so I don't even know what my options are.
I told you, and you're like, I want the 4A.
No, but like I asked for clarification.
Maybe I'm just slow at reading things, and I don't read things carefully.
Mm-hmm.
That's a valid criticism. Yes. We'll see. We'll look at your options, but you can't go in life like that. That was really hard to watch for any audio listeners. It looks like he's at a club constantly when he has his phone on.
I have my watch. I've got my dope ass headphones. I'm set.
That's not a Google Watch.
I don't leave my home. None of us do.
Dude, did you just look at yourself while you tried to use that phone?
Yeah.
So
and I ended up finding the text
you
and
had
I
to
told you how
blink
much
your
it
eyes
cost.
hard because it was hurting your eye.
Fine. Oh yeah, it burns your eye.
The phone down.
Why does it flash green? I don't know. It's not even green.
down.
Oh, there you go. It stopped, but it stopped. Oh, no, it's back.
Oh, I cannot believe you've been living life like that. That is hilarious.
It's only been a day. It's only been a day.
Yeah, but you want to hold out for the 4A?
But we're
2 months.
a week away from potentially an announcement. Yeah. A week from now, it's June 3rd, which then they'll have they're talking about the new Android OS. And then by the following Friday, we will have some facts, maybe, probably, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
You want to save this last piece of news for next week?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we went a little long today. But yeah, this was Tech Fever. Thank you for joining us. If you have a question, please send it in to techfeverpodcast@gmail.com. Comment down below. Let Kevin know he's an idiot. He doesn't use portrait mode for everything. And also, let's just laugh at him when he tries to use that phone. He looks like a crazy person.
I'm using portrait mode right now for this camera.
It's funny because you just double down on it. It's infuriating. I'm Mike Doherty. You can follow me at Cheeks_Jr. This is Kevin Coello. You can follow him at Kind of Funny Kevin. You can watch all his shows over at youtube.com/kindoffunny. Screencast goes live at some point every week.
Tomorrow, I think. I don't know. I haven't looked. Yeah, that must
some
be
point
tomorrow.
every week it changes. So just keep tuned. It's is entertainment podcast, and then you can watch all my stuff right here on youtube.com/play everything.
Oh wait, no, there's no screencast this week. I guess I just didn't know. Nobody told me. We're doing a We Have Cool Friends instead. I've got the fever.